So let's see what we can do on the browse screen of Weather 2.0. You can get there from the start page from this button or from the list of modules or with the shortcut F7. So the browse as before is to look at the parameter definitions of process commodities or user constraint definitions. So you have all these dimensions which you can filter on, like scenario, region, process, commodity, attribute, and if you want you can add additional dimensions from here. So if I want to have time slice, then I can add it here and I can carry it around. These things are not being saved very well right now, but eventually they will be, so I can arrange scenario and time slice like this if I want. So and if you double click on a process, then it will take you to the file where the process is defined. This works for process and commodity. So if I double click on commodity, then it takes me to the commodity definition. Now the yellow filter box that I had described in Navigator works here too. So I could use this to look at a certain process of interest, and I can then shortlist the attributes, and I could look at the investment costs of all CCGT power plants like this. Now this is the new pivot grid that we have here. It's quite nice. It has filters like Excel. You can use all kinds of things here, and so the other thing which is very powerful in this pivot grid is a charting facility. So actually let's look at the entire menu of this pivot grid, which is standard across this view, the items view, and also the results handling. So first of all, you have this decimal control. Then this is for auto fit. So it will just auto fit the column widths. This is a way to look at charts interactively like this. And if I do select all with Control A, then I can look at all the rows here. So like we can see, there are three groups of investment costs for these regions. And then this will do an export of your grid the way it is visible right now. So if I click this, then it will go into an exported files folder in your model folder. So it appears like this. And this is a CSV export, which is useful if you are trying to set up some pivot tables or something out of this data. So this will get you the output in a flat format. Okay, so this is the functionality we have for this pivot grid, which is available throughout the application. So we have done pivot grid, we have done filtering, and then this is to shortlist things based on sets. These could be time sets or these could be user-defined sets. And this button is to reset a dimension. So after making selections and unselecting and all that, if you just want to reset that dimension, this is the button for that. And so I think we have covered it all. That's what browse can do in this new Weather.